What do you wish more women knew about how men operated?
There's 10,000 times more going on inside the head of a man than you have any idea. He's carrying burdens that you don't have a clue about, and he don't know how to express them, and he don't know what to do about it, and he figures if he puts it out there and communicates it, he's just going to be shot down, called a fool, called weak, so he carries it inside, and you have no clue the burdens and the hell that most men are carrying inside and not even showing you. I wish more women understood that.
Yeah, it's a strange problem, I think, of the modern discussion around men and why they're struggling. That a lot of the solutions that get put forward, a lot of the only acceptable solutions that get put forward are, if only you acted less like a man, all of your problems would go away. That men are treated like defective women as opposed to treated like work in progress men.
The average man, I believe, the average real man, does not need to go get therapy for the battles and the burdens he's carrying inside. What he needs is for those that he's carrying them for to recognize that they're there and to respect it and to be grateful for it. They don't need to talk it out to get rid of it. They need the one that they're going through this hell for to recognize it's there and to be grateful that the man is carrying this for them. They don't need therapy. They need gratitude.
How important do you think it is to communicate that as a man? You've said there are 10,000 things, challenges, trauma, complete inability to communicate it, whether maybe you can communicate to a horse better than you can communicate it to your significant other.
Right.
What's your thoughts around vulnerability within a relationship? If it's you're not going to the therapist, perhaps.
Right.
How about opening up about these fears and concerns? And
well, first off, let's take away vulnerability. Okay? Because a lot of times men won't open up, they won't respond because it's looked at as becoming vulnerable. And it's like the little Dutch boy with his finger in the dike. It's a little tiny leak, but if I allow this little tiny leak, the entire dike is going to give way. That's why we can't allow the little tiny leak. Okay? So if I'm sitting here and if I'm one of these guys and my significant other is sitting there, I can communicate to her what I need to communicate without being vulnerable. I can maintain my strength and communicate to her. Okay? I can say, look, I'm working 60 hours a week, and the environment that I'm working in is very, very difficult. And I come home and I only have 8 hours here at the house, and this is the only place of peace I have in this entire world. And when I come home, you're angry all the time. You're not satisfied about anything. You want that, whatever the situation is. If you're not going to provide for me that little bit of peace, that this is the only place I can get, what are we doing? Now, you're not vulnerable. You're not getting walked on. You're not being a jerk. You're not coming in, throwing stuff down and saying this. You're just communicating the hard reality truth is. The hard reality truth is our relationship at this point has boiled down to this. Now, you have a beautiful house. You never worry about there being grocery money. You have a car. I put the fuel in your car because you let it go to empty all the time. I provide this and this and this. And what I'd like for you is some peace and some understanding. If that's where your situation is. But to communicate it in such a way, not to come in and whine, not to grovel, and not to tyrant, not to yell, not to pick a fight. It's like, look, I'm just communicating because I think we have a lack of understanding here. So I need you to understand this is where things are right now. And so you can communicate, but how you communicate is just as important as what you communicate.
Transparent communication like that is so rare. Being able to put across what you mean.
Yeah.
Without ladening it with resentment, passive aggression.
Right. I knew a guy many years ago. He had a little dog, one of those little furry little rat dogs, And one of his little joys in life was he'd look at that dog and he'd smile and he'd say, "Oh, you're so stupid. You're the ugliest, dumbest, most worthless dog I ever seen in my life." And that dog would just wiggle and roll over and he'd look at me and say, "It doesn't matter what you say, it's how you say it." Dog has no idea what I'm saying, but I say it in a loving tone and it's all good. There's a lot of truth to that in communicating with people. We can say things that are not necessarily blatantly offensive, but we can say it in a real belligerent, aggressive tone. And all they hear is the tone. They didn't even hear the words.
Medium is the message.
That's right. They don't even hear the words.
Over the span of about a year, I tried pretty much every green strength that I could to work out which one was best, and I came across AG1, and I've stuck with it for 3 years because it is the best. It's the most comprehensive, highly tested, and rigorously formulated. 1 scoop of AG1 contains 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients, including a multivitamin, pre- and probiotic, green superfood blend, and more that all work together to fill the nutritional gaps in your diet. It increases energy and focus and helps with your digestion. Best of all, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you might not be sure. You might think that this is a big commitment, but no, it isn't, because you can buy it and try it every single day for 3 months. And if you don't like it, just give you your money back. Right now, AG1 is running a special Black Friday offer for all of November. You get a year's free supply, vitamin D3, K2, 5 free AG1 travel packs, plus a free bonus gift. Just go to the link in the description below or head to drinkag1.com/modernwisdom. That's drinkag1.com/modern wisdom. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that clip, you will love the full-length 2-hour-long conversation with Dewayne right here.